Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful campus of Missouri Southern State University. And that statement would have been much more appropriate if it hadn't rained all day yesterday. We would have been out on the Oval enjoying a beautiful day in Southwest Missouri, but as Senator Blunt pointed out, we are far better off in here. It's a little more manageable. So welcome to Missouri Southern. Yes. My name is Brad Hodson. I have the privilege of serving as the Executive Vice President at Missouri Southern and as your MC for today. This is a milestone day for Missouri Southern in the history of this great institution, which started in 1937. We are about to break ground on a transformational project, the Roy Blunt Health Science Innovation Center. We'll introduce the platform party as we move through the program. But before we begin today, we do have some special guests in the audience we would like you to help us recognize. As I call your name, if you would please stand, and then we can give them a round of applause to express our gratitude. We will begin with former U.S. Senator Roy Blunt and Miss Abby Perlman. Please stand. We're honored to have you both here today. Thank you. We do have several members of the Board of Governors. We have the Vice Chair of the Board, Mr. Carlos Haley. Allison Hershaway. T. Mark Elliott. Mike Seibert. And please give a warm welcome to our newest member of the Board of Governors and our first student governor in a very long time, Mr. Maddox Studdard. We certainly would love to have members of the Southwest Missouri legislative delegation with us today. They are all in Jefferson City, hard at work on our behalf, but we do have a couple of representatives with us today. Reggie Powers. Reggie, please stand. He is here for Senator Jill Carter. And then Naomi Baker. Naomi, would you stand? Naomi is doing double duty. She is representing both her husband, Ben Baker, from the House of Representatives, and then also Congressman Eric Burleson. So Naomi, thank you for being here. And then several elected officials from Jasper County, beginning with the Western District Commissioner, Mr. Darius Adams. Our county clerk in Jasper County, Charlie Davis. Charlie, thank you. And our county auditor, Sarah Hoover. Sarah, thank you. On Monday night, the Joplin City Council reorganized, as many of you know, and our current mayor, I don't think Mayor Cortez is here unless I missed him, but our immediate past mayor, Doug Lawson, is here with us. Mayor Lawson, thank you. Two more. Senator Gary Nodler is the immediate past chair of the Missouri Coordinating Board for Higher Education. Senator, thank you. And then the fifth president of Missouri Southern State University, Dr. Alan Marble. Dr. Marble? Thank you all for joining us on this very special day. It's now my honor to introduce Dr. Dean Van Galen. Dr. Van Galen began his service as president of Missouri Southern State University on July 1st of 2020. What an auspicious date. Since that time, the university has made great strides forward in enrollment, fundraising, new academic programs, strategic planning, community engagement, and campus vibrancy. And just on a side note, we won 5 football games last fall as well, so that's Dr. Van Galen gets credit for that. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the 6th president of Missouri Southern State University, Dr. Dean Van Galen.
Well, good afternoon. It's great to see everyone here. Welcome to the Missouri Southern campus, and thank you for being part of what is a time of excitement and extraordinary progress at our university. And the events of this week exemplify that progress. It really began here Saturday evening when we celebrated the impact of philanthropy on our university by publicly announcing the $42.7 million Lions Forward fundraising campaign that has already received over $30 million in support from many of you in the audience. It continues following this event in this very location at 2 o'clock, when former U.S. Senator Roy Blunt launches the inaugural Wilcoxon Innovation in Health Sciences Summit, a gathering of national thought leaders in healthcare that was created through the generous support of Dr. Bob and Mrs. Dot Wilcoxon. But in this moment, we gather to celebrate a milestone in a journey that will transform the educational experience of our students for generations to come. I say milestone because the progress that brings us here today began in December of 2021, when Missouri Governor Mike Parson invited Missouri Southern, along with the other four-year universities in the state, to submit requests for a transformational capital project. Based on conversations with campus leaders, local employers, and elected officials, we chose to pursue the Health Science Innovation Center. We knew that this facility would further distinguish Missouri Southern as a leader in the health and life sciences and support the need for talent and improved health in our region. Gratefully, Governor Parson fully understood the great potential impact of this project, and together with our legislative delegation, shepherded it through the state appropriations process on 3 separate occasions. If the process continues as we hope it will, at the end of this current legislative session, Governor Parson and local elected officials such as Representative Cody Smith and Senator Jill Carter will have facilitated a $30 million investment from the state of Missouri for this important project, well over half the cost. Will you please join me in thanking, who's not able to attend, Governor Parson, Representatives Cody Smith, Lane Roberts, Dirk Deaton, Ben Baker, Bob Bronley, Ann Kelly, and Senator Jill Carter for their unequivocal support of this project. As you may know, Missouri Southern is seeking to expand its statewide mission of international and global education to also include health and life sciences and immersive learning experiences. This expanded mission, approved in September by the Missouri Coordinating Board for Higher Education and currently working its way through the House and Senate quite successfully, I might add, will further strengthen Missouri Southern's position as a state and national leader in health science education. The facility we celebrate today will beautifully support both immersive learning and, of course, the health and life sciences. The completion of this facility in July of 2026 will allow Missouri Southern to significantly expand the number of graduates in the health and life sciences, thereby fulfilling a workforce pipeline need of future nurses, radiologists, respiratory therapists, dental hygienists, emergency medical workers, life scientists, and others to keep Southwest Missouri healthy and thriving. The heart of the building will certainly be supporting the health and life sciences, but the facility will also include a new welcome center and conference center. In fact, every incoming Missouri Southern student for decades will come and will enter through the doors of the facility, as will innumerable campus and community members who attend events truly at the heart of our campus. In 1943, Sir Winston Churchill, in an address to the House of Lords, stated, "We shape our buildings, thereafter they shape us." I'm extraordinarily grateful to the many individuals who have already invested many hours in shaping our building through the design process. They have been guided by one guiding star, guiding principle, and that is our why, our students. So I want to especially thank members of the Buildings Planning Committee, Dr. Brad Hodson, Dr. Lisa Toms, Dr. Crystal Lemons, Dr. Lisa Beals, Dr. Sherry Whiteman, Dr. Shelley Hewitt, and Mr. Jeff Bowman, as well as members of Corner Greer Architects and Carlson Construction for your work. Would the committee members and representatives from Corner Greer and Crossland please stand so we can thank you. I know that in a few minutes, the Vice Chair of our Board of Governors, Carlos Haley, will have more to say about the many people who helped make this project possible. But I want to extend my personal thanks to Senator Roy Blunt. Senator, thank you for your support and for your friendship. It's an honor to recognize you as the namesake of such a transformational facility on our campus, and for Missouri Southern State University to be part of your legacy in Southwest Missouri. Thank you again. Today, if you were to walk across campus, past the campus oval, and see the construction fencing, it's hard to imagine what we will see and experience 25 months from now, when the building opens in time for the fall 2026 semester. But I can tell you this, the Roy Blunt Health Science Innovation Center will not only be a beautiful and iconic building, what goes on inside, the learning, the experiences, the relationships, will indeed shape and change lives. On behalf of Missouri Southern, I extend my appreciation to every one of you who played a role in envisioning and supporting the Roy Blunt Health Science Innovation Center. And at this time, it is my great pleasure to introduce our next speaker. As I stated a few moments ago, there's one group of stakeholders who are always at the center of our minds as we work through the design and construction of this building, Missouri Southern students, both today and tomorrow. So I thought we'd like for you to hear from one of our health sciences students. So please join me in welcoming Ms. Ashley Cordiacci, a Missouri Southern student from Rogers, Arkansas, majoring in nursing. Ashley.
Good afternoon. I am Ashley Cordiacci. I am a senior nursing student here at Missouri Southern. Allow me to begin by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to the staff for affording me this opportunity to share my story and why I became a nursing student here at Missouri Southern, and show why investing in new spaces like a Health Science Innovation Center is so important. In just over a month, I will be graduating and looking to enter the workforce as a pediatric nurse. I'm thrilled to embark on my career, fueled by my deep love for working with children. This passion blossomed from a deeply personal experience, that being caring for my mother during her battle with cancer. Witnessing her struggle, I realized the profound impact compassionate care can have during such challenging times. The experience ignited my determination to pursue nursing, driven by a desire to provide comfort and support to those in need. Opting for Missouri Southern was a decision rooted in careful consideration. I was particularly drawn to that institution's impressive track record of high pass rates in the previous years, which serves as a testament to the caliber of education offered. Moreover, the innovative approaches taken by faculty members in revamping the nursing program left me thoroughly impressed. Their dedication to modernizing the curriculum and seamlessly integrating advanced clinical practice into a classroom instruction resonated with my vision of an all-encompassing nursing program. These experiences have not only equipped me with the knowledge and skills necessary for my career, but have also instilled in me a deep sense of confidence as I embark on my nursing journey. The introduction of a cutting-edge simulation hospital within the Roy Blunt Health Science Innovation Center marks a pivotal advancement for our university. This state-of-the-art facility will revolutionize learning experience not just for future nursing students, but for all healthcare professionals here at Missouri Southern. I've loved my time here at Missouri Southern, and I'm so excited for all the future students who will get to experience this incredible new facility. I eagerly anticipate the countless lives that will be positively impacted by this incredible resource, and I'm honored to have been a part of its legacy. So now it's my privilege to introduce the Chair of Missouri Southern's Allied Health Department, a faculty member at MSSU since 2011. Please help me welcome Dr. Sherry Whiteman.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the groundbreaking event. I'm Dr. Sherry Whiteman, as mentioned, the Department Chair of Allied Health. It is my honor and privilege to visit with you today about this transformative project. For the last several months and honestly a lot longer. It's just that time flies when you're having a lot of fun. My colleagues and I have had the tremendous task of shaping this building. Faculty and staff from nursing, biology, simulation, allied health, kinesiology, admissions, and more have worked diligently to create an innovative and flexible space that supports and welcomes anybody who enters its doors. The Blount Health Science Innovation Center will house a state-of-the-art simulation hospital where students can hone their patient care skills in a fully equipped and customizable learning environment. On the first floor, you'll find research lab spaces, an apartment, an ambulance, classrooms, and a large skills lab with movable glass where visitors to the campus can see learning on display. On the second floor, you'll enter the hospital setting to find a double NICU, labor and delivery, acute and critical care rooms, X-ray and CAT scan suites, as well as team stations, ultrasounds, and OR patient exam rooms, and debriefing spaces. We even have a large virtual reality room with a window overlooking the atrium to showcase the student experiences. The third floor houses an expansion of our current cadaver labs and pairs them with dedicated research spaces and flexible anatomy lab spaces so students can connect what they learn in a book with what is real. This cutting-edge environment promotes the use of simulation-based educational techniques and experiential learning opportunities for a targeted, immersive learning experience. And that's just one side of the building. The east side of the building will house a welcome center, the new front door to campus, where potential students and their parents come to learn about MSSU and all the amazing opportunities we have here. Current students will likely find themselves in this part of the building because of the amazing views of the Oval, the coffee shop, and the welcoming spaces where they can just hang out and study. The Welcome Center will also serve as a community gathering space with 2 large meeting venues perfect for hosting conferences, seminars, and large-scale educational events. It's really difficult to express to you just how impactful this facility will be for students and faculty. In talking with colleagues from across all of campus these last several months, they've shared their excitement for the project, and their comments seem to focus on one theme: student-centered learning. Endless possibilities, realistic scenarios, immersive hands-on learning, applicable to their field, advanced technology in our technological world, interdisciplinary, and engaging. These are the phrases that echo through every conversation about the Blount Health Science Innovation Center. I couldn't agree more. To me, this building is an outward demonstration of all the things I already know to be true about Missouri Southern. My first interaction with Missouri Southern was more than 20 years ago in high school. My dad was working full-time and taking night classes to finish his degree. He enrolled in astronomy, and knowing that I also loved astronomy, he asked his professor if I could attend a lecture or two. That professor welcomed me, a high school sophomore, to the class as if I was no different from anyone else. Wow. I felt valued. Fast forward to my time attending MSSU as a college student in the respiratory therapy program. The faculty and staff here helped me navigate a change of major that led to my success and eventual graduation. Wow. I was once again valued, I felt seen, and through the provision of high-quality education and hands-on learning experiences, I felt prepared to become a healthcare provider. Jump forward again to the time I joined the faculty in 2011 here at MSSU. I stood outside of the Leon building thinking, oh my gosh, look at these amazing facilities, these outstanding people I get to work with. I get to prepare and engage people who will take care of me and my family when I need it. Wow. So now, jump forward one more time to today. The Blount Health Science Innovation Center is just an outward manifestation of all that I know to be true about Missouri Southern. This state-of-the-art facility will help students feel valued and seen, as they enter a welcome center and atrium that is inviting and promotes connectedness among every building and program on campus. Students will feel prepared as they enter the SIM hospital and use cutting-edge technology to learn all they need to know to care for their patients. Faculty will engage with students in fully realistic environments to train the healthcare providers of the future. That future is here. It's now. It's today, with the groundbreaking of the Blount Health Science Innovation Center. So let's turn some dirt and start building the future together.
Let's give another round of applause to our great student and faculty representatives. Thank you. I don't think when I was a senior in college I was that composed and together to stand up here and do that. That was very impressive. So Missouri Southern State University is led by an 8-member Board of Governors. Each member of the board is appointed by the state's governor and confirmed by the Senate. Mr. Carlos Haley was appointed to the MSSU Board of Governors by Governor Eric Greitens in 2017. In 2022, he was elected by his fellow board members to serve as the vice chair of the MSSU Board of Governors. Please welcome a 1996 graduate of Missouri Southern State University, Governor Carlos Haley.
Thank you, Brad, and good afternoon, Lions. You have heard the university's president, a nursing student, and a faculty department chair talk about the programmatic impact of the Blount Health Science Innovation Center. That certainly is the reason the university's Board of Governors approved moving forward with this initiative. It puts students first. We understand this tremendous impact this immersive learning center would have on students today and tomorrow. It would also be an enormous importance when we recruit faculty to our high-quality healthcare programs. However, in every project, there's always a first step, and we all know what that is. It's money. And that initial hurdle, it's successful, makes everything possible after that. For this project, the funding came through, and we appreciate that. As Vice Chair of the Board of Governors, I've been given the great privilege of recognizing and thanking those individuals and organizations that have shared our vision for this facility, endorsed it not only with their voices, but also with their wallets. First, as you have mentioned by President Van Galen, is Missouri Governor Mike Parson and our local legislative delegation. They cannot be here today, but we really thank them and appreciate them for supporting this project. Each time the university would call to stop by their office in the Capitol and ask, is it still in the budget? They would smile and say, yes, so far. We know how that works. The leadership of our state governor has been phenomenal, and this building would not have been possible without them. While their work in Jefferson City kept the governor and local legislators away from today's ceremony, please again help me join thanking them for their support of the Health Science Innovation Center. At the federal level, we have the fortunate opportunity to have a friend in Washington, D.C., and Senator Roy Blount. A Southwest Missouri native himself, Senator Blount represented this region in both the U.S. House of Representatives and the U.S. Senate for over a quarter century. He also understands higher education, having served as president of Southwest Baptist University in Bolivar from 1992 to 1996. I won't say go Bearcats. When Missouri Southern reached out to Senator Blount to seek federal investment in the Health Science Innovation Center, he eagerly said yes. And we worked closely with the university and Senate colleagues to obtain $2 million for this project. In recognition of his decades of public service and his role in helping secure funding for this project, in January of this year, the Board of Governors of Missouri Southern State University voted unanimously to name this project the Roy Blount Health Science Innovation Center. Senator Blount, we thank you. Would you please stand and allow us to appreciate you? For many years, we've also had outstanding partners in the City of Joplin, the City of Carthage, and the Jasper County Commissioners. In a routine year, those elected officials would have been challenged to meet their own budgetary needs, let alone help identify investments in Missouri Southern. However, again, thanks to ARPA funding, the City of Carthage, Joplin City Council, and the Jasper County Commission welcomed a presentation on this project and took the extraordinary step on investing 6- and 7-figure grants for the future of healthcare in our region. That prioritized the future of healthcare and how it's delivered here in Southwest Missouri. Also, the future of health and life science education. We are grateful for their leadership and strategic view of how the future of Southwest Missouri is being built upon through the investments that yield today and tomorrow's successes. Would members of the Carthage and Joplin City Councils and city administrators please stand along with Mr. Darius Adams, Jasper County Western District Commissioner, and Sarah Hoover, Jasper County Auditor, so we can thank you for your strategic support. Finally, but not least, to our philanthropic donors. When Governor Parson put forward his first appropriation for this transformational capital project in 2022, he asked each campus for a 50-50 match. The state of Missouri would put in $15 million if Missouri Southern would raise $15 million in private support. Though daunting at the time, Missouri Southern's alumni, friends, regional charitable foundations, and corporate partners stepped forward to contribute toward the match. Would you join me in a round of applause for all of our private donors who supported the match and the vision for this facility? So on behalf of the Missouri Southern Board of Governors, I want to say again, thank you to each of you who have received the impact of the Blunt Health Science Innovation Center will have impact on the lives of today and our children and our grandchildren. As I mentioned in the beginning, there's always a first step in any process. Each of you I've recognized today joined in hands with the students, the faculty, staff, and the administration of Missouri Southern and express your willingness to walk alongside of us as this transformational journey. Thank you for your support as we continue to move the lines forward.
Thank you, Governor Haley, for that expression of gratitude on behalf of all the Missouri Southern students, faculty, staff, and alumni. We now turn to the part of the ceremony that brings us all here today, the ceremonial turning of dirt. Now, if we were outside on the oval, we would have dug a beautiful trench in the ground. It would have been perfect, but we've improvised. So just use your imagination just a little bit. We're going to call up several groups of stakeholders who've played an important role in this project. And as I call your name, if you please come forward, Kevin Grime is down here to assist you. Our first group will be our Board of Governors, but I'd like for Senator Blunt to come forward and Dr. Van Galen and join Governor Carlos Haley, Governor Mark Elliott, Governor Allison Hershaway, Governor Mike Seibert, and Governor Maddox Studdard. All right, now we have a job to do as an audience. We are going to count them down, and then we're going to grade how they do. Let's just start with the countdown part. So, are you ready? We'll do 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Thank you all very much. Senator Blunt, if you would stay with President Van Galen, we have another group for you. Dot and Bob Wilcoxon, Perry Davis, Rudy Farber, Darren Burr, and Larry McIntyre. Those folks would come forward. All right, well, we did pretty well last time, so let's try that again. Are you ready? Dr. Van Galen, are you ready? All right. 3, 2, 1. Thank you all very much. The dirt is getting looser. It's becoming more difficult to keep the shovels upright. All right. Next, Ashley, if you'd like to join us. And then Chad Greer from Corner Greer and Associates, Kurt Crossland from Crossland Construction, Tad Johnson, also from Crossland, Mr. Dennis Burns from Pulse Design Group. All right, are you ready? Ashley's ready. Look at that stance. That's good. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thank you all. All right, now our elected officials who were recognized briefly, but we want to bring them up to the stage. Darius Adams is the Western District Commissioner for Jasper County. Doug Lawson, the former mayor of Joplin. Sarah Hoover, the county auditor. And Mr. Nick Edwards, a Missouri Southern alumnus, former football player, and now the Joplin city manager. He didn't know I was going to give his entire bio when I invited him up, did he? All right. I don't see anybody that's doing it as well as Ashley did it. Come on, Nick. Get in there. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thank you all. Kurt, if we were outside, we'd be well along the way on excavation, wouldn't we? We would just kept moving them around the perimeter of the property. That'd be great. All right. And then another group of donors that we're very grateful for their support, Dan and Melanie Stanley, Brian and Amy Ibsen. I did not see Craig Tankersley, but I know Chuck Brown is here. Oh, very good. Please come up. Yes. Chuck Brown, please come up. Thank you. Craig Tankersley was not able to make it, but from Southwest Missouri Bank, Jamie Strickland. I wanted to make sure we said her name. All right, extra shovels. This is going to be a good one. Are you ready, Melanie? Are you ready? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thank you all very much. Senator, thank you very much. Well, you don't get out of this. Yeah, there's 2 more. You got 2 more. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're not done. Do you need a break? You sore? Okay, just move your arms. Here we go. Okay. 2 more groups of internal stakeholders that are very important to this project. One is the Planning Committee, and they were mentioned earlier, but Dr. Lisa Toms, who's our Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Shelley Hewitt, our Dean of Admissions, Ms. Linda Ice, who's our Chief Financial Officer, and then Dr. Lisa Beals, who chairs the nursing. Now, why didn't you cheer that loud when I said Chief Financial Officer? Dr. Sherry Whiteman, the chair of the Department of Allied Health, and I actually get to participate, so I'll step over here. Okay, so Mary, would you stand up and do 3, 2, 1? Okay, that's your responsibility. That's all right, Jeff and I. All right, one more group. Dr. Toms will stay. We have Miss Lorinda Hackett, who is the interim dean of our College of Health, Life Sciences, and Education. And then the 3 presidents of our governance group, which are a really important part of Missouri Southern's leadership structure. Dr. Jean Coltharp, who is the president of the Faculty Senate. Mrs. Alicia Hughes, who's the president of the Staff Senate. And then Mr. Peyton Randolph, who is the president of the MSSU Student Senate. Again, you didn't cheer for the math professor this time. Sorry, Jean. All right, one last time, loud. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Thank you all very much. Senator, thank you for participating. You all right? Okay. Well, as they make their way back to their seats, what an amazing day. We will look back in 2 years when we are standing in front of or inside of, depending on the weather, a beautiful new Blount Health Science Innovation Center, and we will remember that it started today on this site with those shovels and with all of you in attendance. Thank you so much for being here. So as Dr. Van Galen mentioned, this brings to a conclusion the groundbreaking ceremony, but we want you to stay around because the inaugural speaker in the Wilcoxon Summit is Senator Roy Blunt. And so we want you to hear his 20 years of experience in Congress with health science policy and appropriations. And so please stay for that. But finally, on behalf of the students, and you've heard them, they're here, the students, the faculty, the staff of Missouri Southern State University, thank you for being here to honor us with your presence and help us kick off this transformational construction project. Go Lions.